there and welcome.
It's so exciting to see you all again, and also to be able to be here with our great friend Bob. And Bob, you're looking very pink and healthy, which is great to see.
Well, I'm glad to be here, and I'm especially glad to be here with the two of you.
Yeah.
This is going to be a good evening.
Oh, yeah, I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
It's really fun anytime we get to be around you is one of the delights of our life, and we've had the great pleasure over the last year or two of getting to know you better and better, and co-teaching with you and that kind of thing. And so it's been one of the great treasures of our life over the past couple of years to get to know you better and better. So thanks for all the joy and wisdom and good vibrations you've brought into our lives over the past couple of years.
Well, I can assure you the feeling's mutual. I think you two are the real deal, and I love working with the both of you. You've got great reputation all over the world, and it's nice to work with the two of you. I enjoy it.
Here's another question from the audience, Bob, that when you say you live and feel like a 25-year-old, what does this actually look like in your everyday life? Could you give us a little picture of your daily life operating from the position of three 25-year-olds wired together?
Well, I'm very fortunate that I have just absolutely phenomenal people I work with. Mostly ladies run our company, and they're just so good, and they're also dedicated, you know. I'm up early. I'm in my library here now. I have a beautiful library. I've got maybe 3,000 books on the shelves. I've read them all, and they're all in alphabetical order by author. I go by author more than title of the book. I come in here first thing when I get up in the morning. I'm usually up around 5:30, and I just take a book at random off the shelf and I start to read. I may have 3 or 4 in my desk. In fact, I do have 3 or 4 in my desk right now. I've got This Is Earl Nightingale. I've got The Hidden Power by Thomas Troward. I've got The Master Key to Riches by Napoleon Hill. As a Man Thinketh by James Allen, and U Square by Price Pritchett. They're the ones I'm just working on my desk right now. I'm in touch with people constantly. I stay on email. I stay in touch with people. I've had 3 or 4 conference calls today where we were explaining the business we're in. I'm just in touch with people all over the world and in touch with the people in my company. And I'm doing this all the time. I don't do anything else. This is all I want to do. I can't find anything that's more meaningful than this. You know, people say, do you play golf? No, I used to, but I quit because I found this is better than playing golf. Now, if I got to the point where I want to play golf, I go and play golf. I live the way I want to live. And I found that's a good way to live. You know, Oscar Wilde put it very well one time. He said, selfishness is not living as one wishes to live. Selfishness is asking others to live as one wishes to live. And I think there's a lot of people do that with their kids, you know.
Old Oscar.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's great. Well, the best way to manifest it is to, first of all, start understanding how your mind functions. You've been given creative faculties. In fact, this is something you and I were talking about earlier, Gay. You've been given creative faculties. You've got to create the vision of what you want in your mind. And then you have to hold that vision, and you've been given a mental faculty to do it. You build the vision with your imagination. The imagination is the mental faculty out of which visions arise. The will gives you the ability to hold one idea on the screen of your mind to the exclusion of all outside distractions. Your sensory factors pick up all kinds of information from outside. Like all of nature's creatures respond to outside stimuli, you and I have the ability to block it all out and focus on the vision. And then we've got to turn that over to the innate mind, to the subjective mind. And you've got to learn how to do that and do it effectively. When you do, you put yourself in the vibration that you have to be in to do what you have to do. But not only that, you start an attractive force at work, and you attract to you the things you need. Genevieve Behrend said, the exercise of the visualizing faculty keeps your mind in order and then attracts to you the things you need to make your life more enjoyable and in an orderly way. She said, if you train yourself in the practice of deliberately picturing your desire and carefully examine the picture, you'll soon find that your thoughts and desires proceed in a more orderly procession than ever before. Now, that's only the beginning of a very powerful lesson on visioning that we teach. And most people don't really understand how the mind functions. They do not understand their creative faculties. We've been raised to live through our senses. We go by what we see, hear, smell, taste, touch.
To talk a little bit about gratitude, Gregory asks, how do you stay focused on gratitude? One thing I've always wondered, I've never actually asked you this, have you always been a grateful, positive, you're one of the most grateful, positive people I've ever met. Have you always been that way, or was there a day where you suddenly saw, oh, here's this whole other way of being, and you started practicing that?
I think I've been very grateful since I first started to study this information. My life was such a mess, Gay. I mean, I was a mess. I had no money. I was earning $4,000 a year and I owed $6,000. I owed everybody money. Nobody'd lend me a nickel. I wasn't a nice person. I wasn't a happy person. I was miserable. I didn't go to school. I blamed everyone and everything for where I was. And when I started to study, I got such great teachers, and the best in the world. They're people you wouldn't know, Ray Stanford, Val Vanderwall, Dr. C. Harry Roeder, but they were phenomenal teachers. They were able to take very complicated information and explain it in a simple way, and it had to be explained in a simple way or I'd have never understood it. So my life changed so dramatically. My income went from $4,000 to $175,000, then it went over $1 million. I started to become happy. I became interested in what I was doing. All I ever wanted to do was teach it to other people, but I didn't know what I was doing. It took me 9 years to figure out what I actually did to change my life. And I found that most people don't know what they're doing if they're winning. Major corporations don't know why their stars are stars. And so I go into companies and I help them change that. So I have always been so grateful for where I am and what's happened to me. I mean, you know, in The Science of Getting Rich, chapter 7 is on gratitude. And there's a great line there. He said, the whole process of mental adjustment and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. Now think of that. When things are going right for you, they're just not going right. He said the whole process of mental adjustment, get your attitude on the right track, and atonement can be summed up in one word: gratitude. Every person that can hear my voice has so much to be grateful for. They should be ashamed for feeling bad or complaining. You see, and they would feel that way if they started to look at all the good they've got going. I feel blessed. I, honest to God, feel blessed. Like, I feel blessed that I met you two, that Mary introduced you to me. I've always felt so lucky. When Mary said, Gay and Katie Hendricks would like to have dinner with you, I said, do you want to have dinner with me? And she said, yeah, if you will. I said, well, hell yes, wherever, anytime. You know, I thought, you know, how fortunate I was. Here's two world-renowned professionals, and they want to have dinner with me. See, I'm an ordinary guy. I'm just an ordinary guy that has learned some extraordinary stuff, and I teach it in a very ordinary way. And I have so many good things happen to me every day. I couldn't feel anything else but feel blessed.
I love doing different things, but how do I determine which one is my purpose? Which one is the thing? What are your thoughts about that, Bob?
I think you can really enjoy doing many different things, but I think if you ask yourself, what do I really love? I mean, what am I really passionate about? That's where you're going to find your purpose. And if you don't find a purpose, life is meaningless. A purpose is so important. You know, all the way through Andrew Carnegie's work, all the way through Napoleon Hill's work, they talk about a definite purpose. And you have to have a purpose. If you stop and ask yourself, what do I really love doing? Now, there's a tricky path that you get on here, because people say, well, I can't earn any money at it. That doesn't matter. You see, we've got to learn how to earn money. Most people don't know how to earn money. When we learn how to earn money, you don't earn money by working. Working's the very worst way to earn money. You earn money by providing service. You can earn money when you're sleeping. I always tell people that we'll show you how to earn so much money when you're sleeping, you can do whatever you want when you're awake. That's something I focus on, helping people understand, because earning money is a pretty simple thing to learn. We should spend our days doing what we absolutely love. I talk to a lot of doctors. They tell me today they have to put in more time to earn less money. I said, do you love medicine? Do you love what you do? And they said, yeah. I said, the fact that you get paid at all, you should be very pleased. I said, I'll show you how to earn money. It's got nothing to do with working. So we spend our days doing what we love. We've got to find our purpose. What do you really love to do?